Hello everyone, it's that your Freemaster and welcome to another December speed build house building video. So today I'm building another house in Sunlit Tides just because I really like this world and this was the place where I wanted to build my last December house for now, because of course The Sims 4 is coming out like very soon for me on the 4th of September, and it depends on when you're watching this. Maybe you're watching this when it's already out, because it's coming out on the 2nd of September in the USA and like South America I believe, and China, or well Asia I mean, I don't really know, but anyways, I have to wait till the 4th, and this is actually my last house building video because by the time I'm recording this voiceover, there's only 1 week left of Sim 3 and then the Sims 4 will come out, so I won't be able to build another house. So this is basically my last house, and that's why I decided to build it in Sunlit Tides, because that is really my favorite world of the Sim 3, and I just wanted to kind of give it a little bit more of a special feel by placing this house in that world. So that's why I did it actually. So the name of this house is actually Bora Seaside, and if you wonder why did you choose that name, and it's kind of a strange name maybe, well, I think you can understand the seaside if you've looked at your screen already, because as you can see this is like almost placed all over the water, just some parts aren't. But now you might wonder, why did you choose to name it Bora? Well, maybe you know like those tropical places like the Maldives and Tahiti and Hawaii, but Bora Bora is actually also such a place, and I saw a picture of a house there like on Bora Bora, and I was like, I want to build something like that, like really on the sea and very tropical but still kind of modern, or at least not like old. So I decided to go for that style with this house, and I've done my best to actually make it like that, and I hope you think it turned out to look nice. I really think this turned out to look like a nice last house, and yeah, I must say that I'm pretty happy with it. It might not be my best house, but that's a Caribbean dream, and I think I couldn't build any house better than that, because that's seriously like my most advanced house ever, I think. But yeah, I can't wait to actually build in The Sims 4, because I've seen some build mode videos already. I have never played with it before because I wasn't invited to anything already. Well, actually I was invited to Gamescom to go there, but then I was on holiday so I couldn't go. So that's kind of sad, because otherwise I would have already played The Sims 4 build mode, and I would have even been able to show you 10 minutes of gameplay. But yeah, I couldn't go there because yeah, I was on holiday, and I would have to fly all the way back from Greece to Cologne for 1 day and then go back to Greece again, and yeah, that was just not an option. So yeah, I had to miss that unfortunately. Maybe next time I can be invited to such a cool EA event, because that would really be something awesome, because that's seriously something that I dream of, like being invited to something like that, and you know, going on a plane for something like that. Though for Cologne I wouldn't have to get on the plane because you know, it's like right next to the Netherlands, so pretty close, pretty nearby. So about this house actually has 2 bedrooms and I believe 1 bathroom, not sure, but you know, you will see. And I really think it turned out to look nice and tropical and very detailed. I did my best on that, and also the roof turned out to look pretty special, I think. Yeah, I just really like this house, and yeah, I have to say, because I just watched some The Sims 4 videos and then I continued building in The Sims 3, and it's even kind of difficult to actually continue building in The Sims 3 if you've just seen the build mode of The Sims 4, because only the lighting already is so much better. Because I just watched James's video in which he built a 10-minute speed build, and well, actually it was not sped up, but anyways, and I saw the lighting of the game and it's so much better, and you know, all the LUTs, I can't wait to actually see that on my screen and just play around with those LUTs. And I already started thinking of what kind of houses I wanted to build. For my first house, I think I want to go for something modern. Not sure yet, but I think I will go for something modern, just because I think many people will actually go for a little bit more of a traditional styled house, because that seems to be a little bit more easy in The Sims 4 for some reason, just because you can add like those decks and stuff, and then with your how do you say it, the fence around it, it starts to more look like a traditional house than something modern. So I will be building something modern, or at least I hope. Maybe I start building and I turn out to build like a very old house, but I'll do my best to upload something awesome. Unfortunately, I will have to wait 2 days after the USA gets the game, because yeah, I don't expect I will get it early. So yeah, well, it's pretty logical that I don't get it early, because everyone actually should not get it early. But if like some people get it early, or some YouTubers, it is like a disadvantage for other YouTubers, because they can't, well, they're behind with the videos then. And yeah, usually those are big YouTubers who already get those views anyways. Maybe people think the same about me, but I've never got a game earlier, so yeah, I'm not such a YouTuber, unfortunately, actually. So anyways, about the house here, I started actually already making the roof of the house, and yeah, it was kind of difficult to actually make that, because yeah, the shape was kind of hard, but I didn't really know what I want to build, so I could basically go pretty fast with that. And I used many like stages to actually create a cooler effect between the levels. So yeah, that's something cool. One thing, by the way, about this is just a video mainly talking about The Sims 4 and just a little bit of building in The Sims 3. But one thing that kind of disappoints me about The Sims 4 is that there won't be like split leveling. Well, not really split leveling, like half walls and stuff. Because seriously, that's something very important for houses, especially to really get like some cool shapes going. And if we can't do that, I really don't know how to fix that. Maybe they have come up with something, and maybe it will come with a patch like maybe a month after the game has come out. But yeah, I don't really know. That's something that disappoints me, and also not being able to change terrain is also kind of a disappointment for me. But I think those are all things that will still come, because I can't imagine that we will have to wait like for 1 year to get that. I'm sure that will be like in 2 months, maybe 3. We will have the terrain tool and all that other stuff in there, but they just did not have enough time to actually make everything, and they did want to kind of make a game that is fully working. But I do kind of understand that you feel that The Sims 4 is just a game that's not really ready yet, and that's also something I kind of feel. But of course I will still get it, because it looks so much better, and we shouldn't forget that with The Sims 3 we actually have 11 expansion packs and 9 stuff packs. And how many store worlds? I think 6, no, more, even more store worlds, and a lot of store items. So just, yeah, store items. So we don't have any of that in The Sims 4 yet, and I really think that of course there will be many stuff packs coming and expansion packs, because it's EA, and I don't really see that as a problem, because that's something new to be excited for, and something new, just some new things to build with. And it's better than that you get everything all at once. And I know that if you already think that The Sims 4 is of course pretty expensive, or at least I can understand for some people that it is, and then if you also have to actually buy expansion packs to get the full experience, I can understand that you see that as kind of a problem. I personally don't see it as a problem, but maybe that's because I make Sims videos for it, so I don't have to buy it, of course, but to keep making videos I actually do have to buy it, so I also want to buy it. So yeah, I do understand that you see that as a problem, but yeah, I don't think in the end that in a year I think we'll have at least like a complete game with many things, or many of the basic things which we also had in The Sims 3. So move objects on, constraint floor elevation, terrain tools. I hope that will be back then. And then of course we will get a ton of expansion packs, but I don't see that as a problem. I can't wait to get those expansion packs actually. So at the moment I'm just adding loads of pillars. Those are really something important for this house, because yeah, I just don't really know actually, but they create some more detailed look to a house, so I really like it. And then I placed like all the pillars, and then I found out that I wanted to change the color, so I had to change the color of every pillar. And on this video it seems to go fast, but in reality it took like 2 minutes or something, and that's also not very long, but in the game it felt long for me. So here I'm just also coloring like the decks, well, what do you call it? not decks, you call it, forgot, I have no idea. So yeah, near the pool, which also maybe starts kind of a painful thing regarding The Sims 4, because of course there won't be pools, and I keep seeing comments like, now build a house with a pool, and then I'm like, that's not going to work. And then some people are of course not as updated as some of you are, or as I am, and they don't know that yet, and then it might be kind of painful if they hear that there won't be pools, but that's also a thing that will come within several months. There will be pools in this game, and I'm sure that won't be a problem, because especially with like the pools and the toddlers, they will add them as soon as possible, because it's like very bad advertising for them, because everyone just misses them, so they will just add those, and I don't really see it as a problem. But of course I do kind of feel like, come on, pools are a The Sims thing, and everyone wants to build their dream house, and whose dream house doesn't have a pool? Well, maybe if your dream house is like located in Norway or like Antarctica, maybe then you don't have a pool, but I can't imagine many people having their dream house on Antarctica. Or at least I wouldn't. I would personally have my dream house in Australia. That's seriously, for me, the place, like the best place in the world. Like, it's so relaxed, and it has everything. It has beach, it has city, it has like woods, it has a desert, it basically has everything, which is pretty cool about Australia, or at least that's what I think. I'm kind of jealous of people living there. I want to live there. Here in Holland, it's like one day sunny in the entire summer. Well, at least this year actually we had quite a nice summer. We had like seriously some months of sun, but then within like 1 week we have rain and, well, no snow. That's also a bad thing, because it's like in between. It's not sunny, but it's also not extremely like snow and cool stuff. So yeah, that's kind of disappointing. But well, you know, everything in Holland is good organized, and that's something you notice when you get back from other countries and you have to wait for like, I think 30 minutes to get on the bus. And here in Holland everything is organized, and when the bus is not there, you know, you have a train, though trains have a lot of delays too, but it's fairly good organized. But anyway, we kind of get off the point with this house building video. So what can I talk about more? Yeah, I was actually thinking about doing a let's play for The Sims 4 too. I've actually never played The Sims, any Sims game like in live mode. Like, I think in total I've played The Sims 3 in live mode for 2 hours, and then the rest was like recording the fly-through of all the houses I built, and then like several hundreds of hours in build mode. So, you know, that's the difference. But I thought maybe with this new game I can actually start something new and actually just start doing let's plays. And I'm not sure if people will like it, but I thought maybe I can just give it a shot and maybe people will like it. So if you would like to see a let's play of me, just put it down in the comments. I shouldn't say description too often, because then I know that I can actually record that when the game comes out. And something else, I'm planning of course on doing let's build directly when it comes out. So I think I will first record a let's build, and then build or record a speed build, and then continue doing the let's builds and then a speed build again, just to get as many building videos up as possible. Also some tutorials, so if you already have something you would like to see a tutorial on, put it in the description too, and then I'll do my best to find out how that works, because of course I've never played it before, so I don't know how it works. But yeah, you know, we will see. So what can I talk about more? So as you can see, I'm at the moment adding the wall painting. I'm doing the same as James, because he also said that. Because I wanted to say paintings, but also paper. So I'm adding the wall paintings. And yeah, that's basically it. Also adding some fancy fencing, and then I'm also going to add some windows, of course, because there's no house without windows. I've never seen such a house, or at least I haven't. Maybe you have, but I can't imagine a house without windows. So here I'm just adding some extra stuff to make the roof work a little bit better. and to make it look a little bit more detailed again. And as you can see, it's like really a tropical styled house with those colors. I really like that. And you know, it's almost, well, it is on the sea, so that's pretty cool. And in the end, I will make kind of a cool deck all the way into the sea, and then there's a cool seating area with some boats. And that's seriously one of the things that my dream house should have. It should be along the sea, or at least along water, so a lake or like a river. And then, well, actually my current house is along a river, so that's pretty cool. And that's also why I want my own personal house to be along a river. Mainly, actually, a sea would be even cooler, because then you can like drive with your boat everywhere. And then some cool places for your boat, and like palm trees, because here in Holland we don't have any palm trees, or not very many, not naturally kind of, because it's just not warm enough. But palm trees just give such a relaxed, calm feel. That's what I love about palm trees. And I must say that the Sims 4 palm trees look pretty epic too, so I can't wait to actually use those. I'll be using those way too often, I already know. And it's kind of funny, because when I started doing like house building videos, people always said you use way too many palm trees, but I think people start to get used to it, because now I almost never hear that anymore. But maybe that's also because I use a little bit less palm trees nowadays. But I feel like I still use very many palm trees also in this house. All the trees are basically palm trees, I think, except for some, I'm not really sure. And then here I actually already started doing the gardening, and then I realized, wait, this house doesn't have any windows yet, so I still had to add those. So that's what I'm doing at the moment, just adding some a little bit more traditional windows, but also some modern windows here at the front, those big long windows. So yeah, that's something I still had to do, and I actually wanted to start gardening already, because when I'm adding windows I always feel like I'm kind of screwing up the house, because the windows just usually don't turn out to look very nice, but in this house they really did. I really like how it turned out to look, like just some white windows, pretty basic but pretty neat, I think. So yeah, also in The Sims 4 I can't wait for like being able to change like the height of all the walls. You have, I believe, 3 heights, well, I'm sure. And then I believe with height 3, 5 and 7, and then 3 is normal, and then 5 is a little bit higher, and 7 is like pretty high. And then you also have different heights of windows for them. So for the 7, so the highest windows, you have like very long doors. And of course you will be able to change the height of all the windows, so like place them up and down on your wall, which is seriously something I wanted for ages. And now there's also a cheat to be able to resize things, so finally I'll be able to resize all the plants, because you know there are just some plants created in the Sim 3 which are way too big and which I just want smaller in the gardens, and then I'll be able to do that, because I believe you can like scale them down. I'm actually not sure, so I might have to do some research into that, because I want to mainly size them down, because of course you can now place huge dinosaurs, which are actually just some toy dinosaurs in your garden, just like they placed a huge elephant in the stream, which they did, of The Sims 4. But I don't really do that often, I think, or at least I don't think I will do that often, because I want to build kind of realistic houses and not a house with a huge dinosaur in it. I think that's pretty understandable. But anyways, here I did actually start doing the gardening, because I already ended the wall paping. Nope, this time I did it by accident. Holy shit, I can't talk. Anyways, I'm just adding some more like walk path stuff and adding some palm trees. I first wanted to add like a ton of palm trees, because that was what I saw on a picture of a Bora Bora house, but then I thought then you don't even see the house anymore, so I decided to only add 4 palm trees with different sizes, so I thought that would be better. Just making a little bit of a detailed garden over here, not too detailed, but yeah, there just wasn't the right space to make like a very cool detailed garden, so I just went for this, which I still think is pretty nice. So this house has 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, I believe, as I said before. And as you can see, I'm just still adding some more stuffs there. So what is something else I can talk about? Also, I am trying to actually make a little bit more Google SketchUp videos. That's also something I still want to upload before The Sims 4 comes out. Because after the second, I won't be uploading any video anymore, I think, because, you know, everyone is then watching Sims 4 videos and no one will be interested in like Sims 3 videos, so I won't be uploading then. But before the second, I'll upload, well, this one is then uploaded, but by the time I'm recording this, it's of course not uploaded yet. But I'm also planning on making like a Google SketchUp video, which is basically also a speed build, but then in like a little bit more of a professional program, which you can actually download for free, but like real architects also use it. And then you can really build like or shape everything you want, so also houses, and that's pretty cool. And then you can shape your own windows, so it's kind of hard and it takes quite some time, but you really get a realistic, cool rendered end product of it, especially if you render it, because that makes it look even cooler. So I'd advise to render it. Google SketchUp is what you can search for just on Google, and then you will find it. It's free to download. You just shouldn't get the pro version, because I've never had any experience, or I never felt like I want the pro version, because I don't even know what it adds. But you know, I don't really know why you would get that, because I don't even know how expensive it is, but I don't need it, so I won't get it. But I think I see that people quite like them, and especially, you know, people searching for Google SketchUp videos like find them. I believe one even has over 50,000 views now, which is pretty. It's like in the top 7 of my most viewed videos now, between all the Sim 3 videos, so that's pretty cool. But here I'm just adding a table with an umbrella, and then we're pretty close to the end. Well, not very actually, we still have 2.5 minutes left of building, and then we will go to the sped up interior and then the fly through. Because actually I wanted to just make like a really speed build interior, but that just didn't work this time, because, well, it would work other times, it wouldn't work other times too. But I thought, well, maybe for this last video I can actually do it once, but then the video would be 40 minutes, and then it would be like sped up way too much, because now I even slowed it down a little bit more. But I just thought, well, maybe I can do it once, but it would just be too fast, or it would take too long. So I thought, well, I will just do it the time-lapse way. People seem to not complain about that, so that wouldn't be a problem. And also I wouldn't be able to do a commentary for 40 minutes. I really feel accomplished now. I've actually almost done a commentary of 24 minutes just talking about me looking at a house that I've built, and mainly talking about The Sims 4 actually. That's also an advantage actually. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Well, I start talking about this way too early. But actually, before I do like the end greetings, I wonder, are you going to buy The Sims 4? Do you like it, or what are the points which make you not buy The Sims 4? Because I've also seen many people who say that they've just ended or just stopped their pre-order and just said, no, I don't want the game anymore. Then I wonder, why don't you want the game anymore? What's the thing that they actually got out that you think, well, they should have left in, and now I'm not going to buy it? Because then I just know what kind of the point is between people. And then, yeah, as you can see here, I'm making that cool like patio actually on the sea, which is so relaxing. I seriously want that in my house ever. And then I think, what do I more? Just add some palm tree on there. And then I add one more palm tree, yes, and then that's the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. Now we will go over to the interior building. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you back later.